Miami-Dade International Airport. Brennan Flight 663, service to New York's Idlewild Airport, is now boarding.
Agent handwriting, gentlemen, when that shot rang out, my whole life flashed before my eyes. Well, like it wings. Like a television special or something.
You think your life is a TV special?
Heck no. Modesty has never been one of my strongest virtues.
Virtue has never been one of your virtues.
Right. Well, I've got a story I'd like to tell. And I'm gonna need help to tell it well. I've got a story about fame, and it's got one curse and a playboy money. I wanna live, not just survive. I wanna tell my story live in a living color. From the wall, some big specials up tonight. Yes, I'm live, living color. I hate living black and white. Ladies and gentlemen, the Frank Abagnale Jr. singers and dancers.
Folks, listen. By the time this guy was 20, he'd stolen over $1.8 million. He's a con man. Plain and simple. Has been since the age of 16 when he built 20 grand from his father's mobile card to buy presents for girls. And when he got caught, his only excuse was, I like girls. Tell me, folks, how I like girls becomes I'm wanted on 5 continents. Your ability to omit from manure is truly fascinating.
Thank you.
One break.
I live in color, and it's brought to you by me. Yes, I'm live, live in color. This won't fit in your TV. Ladies and gentlemen, my parents, Frank and Paula Abagnale. My parents met in a little village of Monachard in France after the war.
My dad, well, he was a GI. And my mom, she was young and beautiful.
The people in that little French village were so happy to see Americans that they decided to put on a show for us. So they crammed 200 GIs into a tiny social hall, and the first person to walk onto stage is your mother. And she starts to dance. The men are literally holding their breath. So I turn to my buddies and I say, I am not leaving France without that woman.
I always get into trouble when I dance with you.
I could watch him dance all night. Come on, Frank. I interviewed both of your parents, still trying to sell me some sentimental picture of domestic bliss. It's special guest appearance by Playmate of the Year, Cheryl Ann. That's something.
I'm surprised you even remembered my first name. Listen here, you son of a bitch.
Okay, thank you, Cheryl Ann. All right, Frank, that's enough. I know the story and I'm taking you in. Agent Henry, let's make a deal. You let me finish, and I'll tell you everything. Hey, I'll even tell you how I passed the bar exam in New Orleans. We have each other that much, don't you think? All right, I got a deal. You're gonna love it, Carl. I'll be the judge of that Frank, whatever you're calling yourself today. Frank Taylor, Frank Williams, William Franklin Williams. What's her name? Just window dressing. Everybody knows that it's the clothes that make the man play the game. Just people guessing. Mix and match me, try to catch me if you can. I've got a story that's strange but true. So come fly with me for a bird's eye view. I've got the world at my command. And I'll be your one-man Disneyland. Don't wanna wait for the cops to arrive. I wanna tell my story live in living color. Me in and turn me on. Yes, I'm live living color. Keep your eyes and I'll be gone. Yes, I'm live living color. Take me in and turn me on. Yes, I'm live living color. Keep your eyes and I'll be gone. Christmas Eve, 1964. A beautiful house on a perfect street in New Rochelle, New York. The house everybody wanted. The family everyone wanted to be. The Abigails. Is better in color.
How about that 13-inch screen?
It's like Hullabaloo's right here in our living room.
And it truly is a beautiful tree, Frank.
The genuine spirit of real Christmas. 100% acrylic.
But, so that I understand, you left this morning with $200 and a Cadillac, and come home with a television set, a Christmas tree, and a used Ford.
Can I strike a bargain or what? I left those guys with their heads spinning.
I think I know the feeling.
It's that Abigail magic. Come on, dance with me.
Frank, I have dinner going.
Nothing's too good for my boy or my
I
bride.
hope you got the loan.
Wouldn't be dancing if I didn't.
But what did you tell them?
People only know what you tell them, Frankie. It's all a dance. As Swap the caddy for the Ford, use the extra cash to pay the mortgage, use the mortgage to leverage the bank loan, use the bank loan to tide the business over until you can get the caddy back. There's always another move to make.
I really should go see to dinner.
That's where you double.
I didn't get the loan.
Wait, but
I got something better. 50 checks. The account's in your name. I put $25 in it so you can buy whatever you want. Don't tell your mother.
Thanks, Dad. But why didn't you get
One day, you're gonna want something from these people. A house, a car, they have all the money. And this means, from this day on, you're in their little club.
Yeah, but why didn't they give you the loan?
Ah, it's just a technicality. They won't loan to anyone under IRS investigation. Oh, listen to me. You remember the story. 2 little mice fell into a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. But the second mouse, he wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that he eventually churned that cream into butter, and he walked out. And who are we?
We're the second mouse.
Damn straight we are. We're gonna be fine. As a matter of fact, you know what? We're going downtown to buy you your new Christmas present. A brand new Botany 500 suit.
That's too expensive.
Frankie, you know why the Yankees win all the time? It's not the Nick. It's not Joe Peptone. It's the uniform. The other team just stands there staring at the pinstripes mesmerized. Hell, they scared the Dodgers so much they left town. When your mother walked into that dance hall in Montreshan, what did she see? Through the haze of champagne, did she notice my brain for my college degree? Kid, what she saw was the uniform through the dirt and debris. Yes, those ladies gave thanks to us visiting Yanks, but the pinstripes are all that they see.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man with all the moves. My dad, Frank Abagnale Sr.
When a pilot walks onto the plane, all the passengers smile and relax. Do they see still tight from that party last night, or those back-to-back jacks? No, what they see is the uniform, how it fits to a T, like the visiting team that the Yankees will cream. The pinstripes are all that they see. If you wanna be someone, you can't go like a bomb. A book shot by each cover is the first rule of thumb. I wanna watch you take off straight to the top floor, so dressed to impress them. And son, you'll stroll in the front door and get in a man's candy store.
Everybody loved my dad. Jack Barnes, the leader of the Chamber of Commerce, called him the most popular businessman in New Rochelle.
Frankie, why are you wearing your old school blazer? You're going to public school now.
Oh, it's only temporary. Dad will get back on his feet and I'll be back at St. Francis before you know it. Hey, the Flash isn't the Flash without his uniform.
My brave little soldier, you aren't afraid of anything.
You do what you have to.
Well, you do the cancel. Come to a bon.
Excuse me, is room 17 French?
Who wants to know? The FBI?
Yeah, you look like a substitute teacher or something.
Shouldn't you both be in class? Should what? Beat!
Mr. and Mrs. Abagnale, I regret to inform you that for this past week, Frank has been teaching Mrs. Galatia's French class.
You what?
Your son has been pretending to be a substitute teacher, lecturing students, giving out homework. He said
French fry factory?
Yeah, we're gonna hit the high life. We've only just begun. We're gonna be together, Frank Senior and Son. Dine at the Latin Quarter, and I get to join them. We're gonna be at ringside. Life will be better than before. We're two kids in a man's candy
Hi, is the principal in her office? I need to give her this note from Mother excusing me for 6th period.
You should fold it up. It's much more believable that way.
No, this really is a note from my mother.
What do you do when your mom hands you a note? You fold it up and put it in your pocket, right?
Thanks. I'm Betty.
Oh, call me Frank.
Nice jacket.
What they see is the uniform. Just ask one leader D or a tailor in Paris. Go ask Roger Maris, 'cause mid straps are all that they see. Mom, Dad, I met this girl.
Frankie, you remember your father's friend Jack Barnes?
It's good to see you. Oh, take care.
Are you hungry, Frankie? I'll make you a sandwich. Frankie. You're not going to tell him, are you?
No.
That's right. There's nothing to tell. I'm going out for a few hours with some friends from the tennis club, and when I get home, we'll all have dinner together, right? Do you need some money, Frankie? To buy some comic books? Here, take $2.
200 soldiers in that social hall. And you,
I was 16 years old when I met your father. I was your age. How could I know what I wanted? Deep down.
you wanted him.
And I wanted to get out of France, and I wanted to have a child. It was a long time ago, Frankie. Believe me, one day you'll look at yourself and you won't be who you were.
There's no phone booth. There's no cape. There's no Steve McQueen to help me make my great escape. How can I fly like a hero in the sky? Be a shooting star out in the stratosphere. Where's the shadow? He might know. Where's that searchlight in the sky to point the way to go? Through some new cloud, disappear to the ground. Though the future's dark, there's one thing crystal clear, that there's no home here.
Son, listen to me. We just need a name. Your mother or your father?
So, the principal pulls me out of class one day and drives me to the courthouse. Doesn't tell me why. And I walk in to see my parents. The lawyers.
You get very expensive parents fighting over their children.
Nobody's fighting. Look at me, Frank. Nobody's fighting.
So many voices telling me to choose.
Work inside these things, but it's better.
It's like a game where either team I lose.
Right? Just give them a name and this will all be over.
This kind of noise just makes me want to shout.
My brave little soldier, do what you have to do.
I'd like to buy a one-way ticket out.
Frank, I'm sorry, I've got nowhere to go.
afraid I can win. 'Cause I just don't feel at home at night, so I'll slip now into someone else's skin. I see the maps from every book I read, the books that I have lived inside my head. A love like theirs could never die. If it can fade away, then so can I. First to see me, then you don't. Don't for me, you know how long you're gonna be there. So let the games begin. 'Cause I just don't feel at home at night, so I'll slip now into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin. Yeah. One for Grand Central Station.
Round trip is $5. One way is $3. You have 2.
Okay, so I really didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I needed to get out. So my instincts took over. Maintain eye contact, keep talking. So I take the money back from the ticket seller, make it disappear. And I spin some tale about me and my grandmother in the city while waiting for my change. Even though she doesn't owe me any change.
Wait, what?
But I keep talking and waiting for my change. And in her confusion, she hands me $2 back. So now I have $4, which is enough for my one-way ticket to Manhattan. Guess I don't plan on ever coming back. Thanks, Sport.
Hold it.
What?
Your ticket.
Oh, thank you. They wanted me to choose, so I chose the New Haven line, track to the 10:15 to New York City. I'm gonna run out the street, run out of town. I'm gonna run from the old team and never touch down. Run from the books 'cause it's all been fake. I'm gonna run from the choices that I don't wanna make. School's not out, I can't wait. It's the perfect time to ride away today. I gotta run away now. I got to run away now. Maybe see the truth when I move on. We'll need each other much more once I'm gone. When I'm flushed and he's back on his feet, I'll pick him up and run down Easy Street. No time to cry for all the years. A rusty gas tank full of tears. Guess you know where, not the places I wanted. And I just don't feel at home at night, so I'll slip now into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin. Into someone else's skin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a word from my sponsors. These great products can help you survive your first few weeks in New York City with just 50 checks and a driver's license. Swiss Army pen knives, they can help you alter the age of your driver's license because a 16-year-old opening the account by himself.
Gets a lot of questions.
Higgins brand genuine original indie ink flows easy, pen or brush. A few dabs of this on your license and you look 10 years older.
And no one can tell the difference.
Elmer's glue is perfect for the craftsperson of any age willing to change your name. With a pair of scissors, you can cut and paste from other documents, and you're officially Frank Taylor Jr. And if Frank Taylor wears out as welcome,
You could be Frank Connors. Or Frank Connors. Or William Taylor.
ladies, a 1, 2, here we go. Big thanks to all my sponsors.
Now right back to the show.
Yes, very entertaining, very good.
And special guest appearance by my good friend, Agent Carl Hanratty. What he's leaving out, folks, of little fashion
just a few short months, he'd soaked up every branch of Chase Manhattan into 5 boroughs and northern New Jersey, and dropped rubber in just about every hotel, grocery store, and dry cleaner from here to Hoboken.
I was the Johnny Appleseed of fraud. But we'll be seeing a bit more of Agent Carl a bit later.
He didn't know his bad checks were on my desk. He didn't know his mother had filed a missing person report. He didn't know his clock was ticking.
Excuse me, Diane.
I'm sorry, Mr. Taylor. I can't cash a check this large without my manager's permission. If you wait a moment, I can go.
Oh, say, Diane, I found this on the sidewalk.
Well, Mr. Taylor,
It looks like it was made for you.
well, perhaps I can make an exception for a most valuable customer.
Thanks, Diane. So after the 50 checks were out, I bought my own little printing press and started printing my own. I was producing more rubber than a tire factory. Meanwhile, Mr. Hanratty and his men were still trying to pick up my trail. And though I'm live and living color, at the FBI, the show's in black and white.
So anyways, to make a long story short, we're having turkey for Christmas dinner after all. I was just trying to expand the taste buds, she tells me. They don't need no expanding, I tell her. Normal people don't eat goose.
FBI?
The lower depths.
This is Special Agent Carl Hanratty. Merry Christmas.
You know, it's all that Julia Child's fault. She puts him to it. What was wrong with American food? Not until she came along. You'd open a can of tuna, chop some onions and celery, add some mayo, mix them all together, and voila! Haute cuisine. I hate public health.
Me too. All they do is talk.
Who asked you, Agent Dollar? Did I ask you? Did Agent Brenton ask you? Did anyone in this building ask you?
No, sir.
Leave the kid alone.
Oh, come on, Carl. We're just giving the rookie a hard time. Remember how they razzed you?
Yes, and it's a process I see no reason to repeat. Now we got at least 3 or 4 Major League paper hangers working in this region, and we are going to sort this out, even if it means we drop dead at our desks and our fossilized bones are discovered in some archaeological dig in the 21st century.
Come on, Hanratty. It's 4:45.
It's Christmas Eve! Look, we do the job because it's a job, and as long as I'm the interim assistant special agent in charge of the bank fraud and forgery subdivision, thank you very much. We damn well do the job until it's done, Christmas or no Christmas.
Easy for you to say, Hanratty. Some of us still have lives.
Low blow, Agent Branson. Oh, and by the way, leave for lunch one of these days, unannounced, and see how that turns out for you. Look, I know there are days this job lacks in a certain excitement quotient.
That means every day, Jim.
Really? Days you can't get up from behind the desk. There's so much paperwork. Weeks without a lead on a case. Months of dead ends. Years of coming up empty-handed. Time seems to stop. Nobody knows you're down here. Except for him. The one you're after. He knows. He's why you plod on. The day you catch him, and you will. The day you slap those cuffs on him. Oh, now this is interesting. This is very, very interesting.
I know you think so, and that's the sad thing.
Look at these. He changed the Micker numbers on the checks.
Micker? Micker Mouse?
Who the heck is Micker Mouse?
MICR, Magnetic Ink Character Recognition.
Huh?
Jiminy Christmas, Frank Taylor must have got his hands on a Micker encoder. So did Frank Williams. Look at these. If you change the 0 to a 1 to, then a check that was cashed in New York gets rerouted all the way to San Francisco. And it's weeks before the bank that checked it knows it's bad.
You mean the numbers at the bottom of your check actually mean something?
Oh boy.
They mean that Frank Taylor and Frank Williams and William Franklin are all the same person.
Seriously?
Which means he can stay in one place and pass bad checks for weeks and weeks. which means there must be thousands more of these out there, more bum checks than a Prague prison. Brenton, send a field bolt into the tri-state area. And you, Mr. Whatever your name is, I'm on you like a hobo on a ham sandwich.